What's up guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I wanted to take the time and then walk you guys through the whole process from start to finish on how I was able to purchase my RAM TRX and get my YouTube channel started. So I've always been a car enthusiast, and back in 2018 that was the first time that I had the idea that, hey, I want to start on YouTube so I can be able to get access to all the cars I ever wanted to drive, because I love driving. So 2018 the idea came, but at the same time I was brand new into the Army, because right now I'm on active duty in the US Army. So when the idea came back in 2018, I realized that I didn't have the ability to get it done right there, so I had to take my time. So from 2018 I started saving up. So I decided to save up because I wanted to buy a car that I can use to get my channel started. And I had a lot of options from Mercedes, from BMWs and all that. But as a car guy, I did a lot of research, and I found out that if I decide to go for a Mercedes BMW, because I wanted a BMW M version, M car, and Mercedes AMG. Now I realized that with those cars, it's not something that you just wake up and you just go and buy. Because one thing is for you to buy, the second thing is for you to be able to keep up with the maintenance. So I decided not to do it. And so from 2018 I started saving up. I saved up until 2021. And 2021 was when the RAM TRX came out. When it came out, the first TRX I saw in person was a blue RAM TRX. It was a hydro blue RAM TRX. Two-tone blue, and then the bottom is just black, just like mine. Because I got a two-tone white, white black. So I mean the main color is just white, and then the bottom is just painted black. So from the time I saw that first RAM TRX, I fell in love. I fell in love, with the look, because when I changed my mind about not getting the Mercedes or BMW, I came to the conclusion that, hey, there's also Chargers and Challenger Hellcat out there, because I always wanted to experience the Hellcat engine. But at the same time, I know that with those you got to be careful, because the only thing I don't like about those, they don't have all-wheel drive. And that's why I love German cars so much, because they have all-wheel drive, so that give you better handling. If you get a Charger or Challenger Hellcat, a lot of time, it's only good, for like dry weather. But as soon as the weather like changes, it start raining, like snowing, it's a mess. And you gotta be extremely careful when you drive those, because they have so much power, but they don't have the handling to go with that power. So I was so happy, because I was like, okay, finally there's a truck out there that has a Hellcat engine, and by buying that truck, I'm not only getting practicality, but I'm also getting the performance. Even though it's not the same performance as a Charger or Challenger Hellcat, but I get a practicality as a truck, and I also get a I also get to enjoy that supercharged V8, that 6.2 liter supercharged V8. So 2021 came, and I was like, okay, hey, I'm gonna wait. The reason why I had to wait, because I live in Washington, and dealers here, dealers here, they're crazy. They're crazy because they have a lot of markup. Their markup and those prices, that back in 2021 to get a T-Rex, because that was the first model here So to get a TRX back in 2021, you had to spend extra money, and I didn't have the ability to do it. So I decided to be patient. So 2021, I didn't get it. 2022, I was like, hey, I still need to take my time because I want to make sure when I get it, I get the best deal, and I also want to make sure I get something that has everything I need. And as a car guy, I'm not only into performance, but I'm also into technology. So decided to wait, and in summer 2022, I saw the first pictures of the 2023, and there's something I always wanted: a digital gauge cluster, which the 2023 has. So when summer 2022 hit, and then I saw that first picture of the 2023 model here, I was like, okay, that's the one. So I placed my order November 21st, 2022. Guys, it's crazy. It took 7 months from the time I placed my order, and I went out of state because I wanted to get the best deal, and I didn't want to pay those markup, they have over here in Washington. So I decided to go out of state. But guys, this is crazy. Place an order November 21st, 2022. 7 months later. To the point that sometimes I was like, man, is it worth it? Why is this shit taking too long? But also, I also decided to do some research, and I realized that some guys had to wait more than 10 months just to get a car built and delivered, which is crazy. So I look at my 7-month wait time, and I was like, okay, it's not that bad. But this is one thing: the TRX and the Ford Raptor, those are special vehicles. So it's not something that, right now it's not rare since it came out in 2021. There's a lot of there's a lot of TRXs on the used car market, and you also got some few brand new one, but there's a lot of used one. I didn't want to get a used one because when people buy, a lot of time when people buy those, they're beat up on those cars, on them, jump them, take them off road. So I wanted to be safe, from all those all that crap, and that's why I decided to go for a brand new one. So 7 months. And shout out to Mark Dodge. A lot of time you don't really hear people say nice things about dealership, but I'm telling you guys right now, if you're in the market, if you are in the market to try to buy Ram, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge vehicle, I recommend Mark Dodge because they're the best. They are the best. They are the best dealership I ever dealt with since I started buying cars. My first car was a Nissan Altima. Then I had a second car, a Nissan Maxima, and I had a third Nissan Maxima when the Nissan Maxima got refreshed in 2019. And then my fourth one is the RAM TRX. I always wanted a truck. I always wanted a performance vehicle, and this right here just combine all that. So I'm super excited. I'm so grateful to God that I was being able to do it. But to be able to do it, this is what happened. So like I told you, I started saving up since 2018. Then I had to make sure that, because before I got a T-Rex, I had a black Nissan Maxima, 2019 Nissan Maxima Platinum. So I almost got a car paid for, saved money, and decided to combine everything to make that deal happen on the T-Rex. So November 21st, 2022, I placed a $1,000 down deposit to place my order. And after I put that money down, 7 months later, it came. So it took 6 months. Now, when the T-Rex got to the dealership, it took about a month because I had a hard time. They had a hard time to find a carrier that can ship it from Louisiana to Washington because it's a long drive. So a lot of those auto transport, they had a hard time to find a driver that can make that whole drive and then just get it delivered. So finally, mid-June, June 16, that's when I got it delivered. And Mark Dodge, throughout the whole process, from the time I placed my order until the time it was delivered to my house. That made everything so easy. Not just easy, but in there always took the time to keep me posted, like keep me informed about every single step until delivery. And not only that, I also got a good deal. And then that's the reason why I decided to go out of state, just to make sure I get the best deal out there. So on my build sheet, my final price was $101,000. No, about $102,000. It was 101,000 something. So like 850. So total price was about $102,000. Then I used my 2019 Maxima, and then with the Maxima, I got a trading value of over $25,000, and I also used the money I put down over 10K. So decided to combine everything, and I also got some discount from Mark Dodge. So before that, and also I had to get my credit right, because this thing here costs over $100,000. You don't just wake up and then go buy a $100,000 car without making sure that your credit score is good. So I have to get my credit right. So I got my credit right, my credit to excellent, which is over 740, way over 740. And then with the money I saved, with the discount I received from Mark Dodge, and then with my trading value, because $102,000 plus taxes, fees, and all that. So that took me way over $112,000, about $113,000. So that's the actual price. MSRP with all the option, because mine I decided to go with that level 2 equipment group because I wanted all the extra technology. So all those safety features, I wanted all that. So I decided to go for the level 2. And I also got a bed cover too, and the TRX graphic on the side. So before that, taxes and after taxes, document fee, and then everything, it took me about around like $113,000. And then I got a discount from Mark Dodge, which is mind blowing because you don't buy a T-Rex with a discount. In Washington, they didn't have the option, and Mark Dodge actually made it happen. They give me $10,000 discount. So from around $113,000, brought me down to around $102,000. Then with my trading, because I traded my Maxima, plus the money I saved, I was able to get everything down to $82,000 that I had to finance, and I decided to go with my bank, Navy Federal. Because in the past I had a hard time with dealership. We've tried to finance a car through dealership, because this is something people don't know. When you try to finance a car with dealership, they send your credit information. They send all your financial information to a lot of credit offices out there, to a lot of banks. General, they send your financial information to a lot of banks, and then from all those banks, they will find out which bank can actually give you that better interest rate. But I didn't want to deal with all that, because every single time one of those banks pull that credit report on you, your credit score is gonna go down, and I didn't want to deal with all that. So decided to use my bank, Navy Federal. Especially being on active duty, I wanted to go with Navy Federal because it's safer. They're always there for active duty members, so I decided to go with Navy Federal. So that's exactly how much I financed. So I financed around like a little over 82,850. And then since my credit score was excellent, I got a 5% interest rate, which is super rare because on TRXs, and I hear a lot of stories, a lot of guys, their interest rate on their TRXs is a lot of time it's like 10%, like over 9%, even over 10%, and people still do it. For me, since I started planning out, since I planned out this whole thing like many years ago, I decided to make sure that every single thing I need to get done to make the whole purchase easier was being done. So that's why so in that same process, I got my credit right, saved money, almost got the car I had at the time and I paid for, which was that 2019 Nissan Maxima, and everything combined, I was able to get it done. So this is pretty much what happened. So about like a little over $82,000. My monthly payment with my 5% interest rate is like it's around it's about 1300 1364 1364. So this is it. I know there's a lot of people out there that have big money. I can buy like 10 of those, even 20. But I'm just a guy that came from nothing, and little by little, not even doing something big right now. He's on active duty. He's on active duty. And he's not making a lot. But he had a passion, he had a lot of dreams, and he decided to save up, decided to be dedicated, decided to be patient. Since 2018, it's been a few years now, and I was able to acquire my TRX. I love driving. I enjoy every single part of it when I drive, and it just put a smile on my face. Every time I use that supercharger one, it's just a smile on my face. Not only that, but also has a lot of presence. Wherever you go, no matter what place you go to, it has a big presence. And it's a TRX. You gotta look. I'm super proud, but the main thing, I'm so grateful to God because all these years saving up, sometimes like saving up, doesn't matter. You can save, but at the same time, something bad can happen. And when that happens, all those plans you have is just like go straight into the water, and then boom, everything's done. But God, kept me safe, and everything was made possible, and I'm right here. So the TRX is nothing. It's just that start. The TRX is just the start of my channel. There's a lot more. There's a lot of cars. I'm gonna review. I'm gonna try to get access to new, old cars. I love reviewing cars, so I'm gonna have a lot of car reviews, old and new cars. I don't like anything. To me, I feel like every single car matter. Doesn't matter if it's old or new. Even though I'm more into like newer car, but they all matter, and they're all a big deal. And also, before I finish, there's one more thing I want to actually say. So it does not matter, and then for a lot of guys out there, I want to just use this and then share some advice. Doesn't matter if you're a car enthusiast, doesn't matter if you love driving or whatever. There's one thing that matters a lot, and it's safety. So when you're out there on the road, just make sure you follow all the traffic laws, and keep in mind that you are sharing the road with other people, so you gotta be mindful of that. Yeah, don't waste your time out there, like flying, like try to speed, try to do all that crap, all because you have a fast car. I have the TRX. I can easily smoke, like most people on the road, but a lot of time I don't do it because what what does that thing that matters the most? Is safety. Gotta always try to put safety first. So when you're out there, take your time, like don't rush it. And before you start driving, there's one thing you gotta do. It's just to fasten that seatbelt. That's everything. It's gonna keep you safe, and it's gonna keep you away from a lot of trouble. So thank you guys so much for watching. I just wanted to take the time and then share that whole experience. Because like I said, I got a T-Rex to get my channel started, and I'm gonna keep you guys informed. And I also wanted you guys to be part of the whole journey I have going on. The T-Rex is just that number one. I got more coming up. There's a lot of cars I want to get access to, but the T-Rex is just that number one. It's just that first one. So thank you so much for watching, and hope you guys are doing good, and God bless you guys. Peace out.